I had known ever since getting my undergraduate degree in philosophy 5 years ago that I wanted to teach college, and my end goal was to get a PhD in philosophy. I've taught high school for the past 5 years, and I had been applying to PhD programs, and I realized that I needed something to differentiate myself from the crowd. And rather than focusing on my previous area of study, which was towards the philosophy of language and epistemology, something more contemporary, more pressing, and more marketable, to be honest, was called for. So on one end, I thought it would be a great choice for my career. And on the other end, I really thought that this foundation of study is really at the heart of what I care about as a person and a family member. I've been teaching high school for a while, and I actually continued to teach high school for about 20 hours a week, so half time during this program. And I think that's one of the best things about this MA program, that a lot of the classes are tailored so that working adults, adults with families and serious obligations can do them. Not only that, but this program can be done in a year, which I'm happy to say I was able to complete it in a year. So being a student here in New York City was great because as a commuter, I felt like it was a seamless part of my life. We have Mount Sinai Hospital, which is a massive, the forerunner in palliative care, about 10 blocks away. Columbia Presbyterian, obviously NYU Langone. So for the students of the more medical bent, there were really great opportunities there. From my fellow philosophy-oriented members of the cohort, I learned a lot. I really did. Working with them was great. We peer-edited papers. We sat in coffee shops and discussed our thesis projects. I really became close, but not just with that 1/3. About 1/3 of the students either were in med school, planning on going to med school, or were already doctors who wanted to, thicken their practice or deepen their practice. I had the privilege of working alongside a world-renowned surgeon, people who worked in the NICU, which, again, neonatal intensive care unit is something I'm very interested in and have a lot of respect for. And I learned a lot. I didn't even take a biology class in undergrad. I'm not a science guy, so to speak. So being able to learn again from the 1/3 of the cohort who were medically based was really great. And they brought a lot of firsthand experience about what it means to ground informed consent, or what it means for a patient to express value coherence with an advanced directive they've given before. So really forced my philosophy out of the armchair, if you will, working with the medical students who were about 1/3. The final 1/3 were people who were interested in policy, health policy, epidemiology, and in general public policy, and folks who I think wanted to use this degree to maybe put them in a position to shape policy, whether it's through an NGO or working for the government or a nonprofit, a think tank, what have you. And I learned a lot from them as well. So I feel like if you're philosophy oriented, medically oriented, or want to work in policy, there's going to be a group of people who are in line with your interests, and you'll feel very at home here.